Look with me, verse 1 of Matthew 13. Are you there? It says, the same day Jesus went out of the house and sat by the seaside. And great multitudes were gathered together unto him. You know, Jesus is really something. He's not like us. He's not like preachers like me. He's nothing like me. Nothing like preachers of our day. He's got a crowd together again. You understand, he had one before. He's had many. But he had one not long before this, and he scattered them. Now, he's got another crowd now, you see. Let me bring it down. We got a church service where we've got a good number of people. And the Lord doesn't care about it. Every time he saw a crowd, he was skeptical. Not like us, doing everything in the world to try to gain a crowd. Look what he says now. Verse 2, and great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside. This is not the text I'm going to do all my teaching from, but I'm laying foundation here. Daryl preached this passage last Sunday night and preached a great message. But I want to draw something else out from this in a different way. Verse 4. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up because they had no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they were withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But other fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. He who has an ear, let him hear. Do you get the picture? I mean, you've got people that have come from all the surrounding villages everywhere. A crowd. And they've all found out where Jesus is. Understanding they've gone through the villages, through the places. Where's he at? Where's he at? And they've been accumulating all the while until finally they pinpoint and find out where he's at. And they all come to him. A great multitude. Not even a crowd, but a great multitude. There must have been thousands of people. Get this. I mean, there they are. And this is what the Lord does. He sees them, gets in a boat, and then he says, hey, all of you out there, there was a farmer. Sowed seed. Some fell on good ground, some on bad ground. Some withered away, da-da-da-da-da. But some did good. If you get it, you get it. And didn't say nothing else. Just imagine that. If you get it, you get it. If you have ears to hear, hear. If you get it, you get it. And the implication is, and if you don't, you don't. Which was the purpose of saying it. The purpose of saying it wasn't for those to get it, but for the don'ts. I don't know that because the disciples were right there with him. And they asked him, look in verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall it be given. And he shall have more abundance, but whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even what he hath. Verse 13. Therefore speak I unto them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing. Remember, I said some of us see the Bible and see not. It's somewhere in the house. Or maybe in the trunk of your car. You hadn't found it in 2 weeks. And hearing, you hear not. He says, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand. And seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, that is calloused. And their ears are dull of hearing. And their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them. He's talking about those who had written about the coming of the Lord, but it did not come in their day. And to hear those things which you hear and have not heard them. Blessed are your eyes, he says in verse 16. In other words, they were there. They were the ones who said, what's about all these parables? What does this mean? The great multitude, none of them came and asked him, what do you mean? And I said that we fall in one of two categories. Some of you are saying, Master, what does it mean? Others of you ain't asking him nothing. Man, Jesus is so much different than us.